Hello everybody, it's kind of a different format video than I normally upload, but I went to a tournament on Sunday, and I forgot to take pictures because I just got off of a 12-hour shift from work nights, so got off at 7 in the morning, got to the tournament to participate, to be there before 10, but as you can see from what I'm recording, I won first place from the tournament. It's because I was the highest scoring person there. Second place was 270 points. And I was at 293. Yeah, 293. We'll just go over round by round. I wish I took pictures, but can't always win them. But first one was against a guy, buddy named Sean. He's playing Black Templars with the Stormlands Task Force. He had 2 Brutalis Dreads, 3 Redemptor Dreads with the Plasma, a Crusader, a 6-man Blade Guard squad with a Judiciary, a Crusader squad, and a 3-man squad of Eradicators. And then Helbrecht in that Crusader squad. And another 3-man squad of Eradicators. And honestly, wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. It was not a Dawn of War deployment, but we turned it into a Dawn of War deployment, even though we were deploying on the long ends. He had advance in charge, and I was just going for it. But round 1, we were doing Purge the Foe with what's the other thing? It was like hidden supplies or something like that, where you roll on a 4-up, you get an extra CP. Round 1, or turn 1, I went first. Got Secure No Man's Land, deploy Teleport Homer, which was super easy for me to do because I was playing with 20 gargoyles, 3 Ripper Swarms, a biovore, 2 Neurolictors, 3 maleceptors, 2 exocrines, 2 haruspexs, a walking hive tyrant with the enhancement for a 5-up Feel No Pain that'll turn into a 4-up, and a brood lord with 10 genestealers with the enhancement for synapse. So that way I can give them whatever stratagem I need to get the job done. What else was it? That was everything. So securing No Man's Land was easy because I had my Neurolictors forward deploy, and with the brood lord and genestealers already out there being able to scout 8 and ending up on the objective. So they went out, secured No Man's, and deployed Homer. And that was easy, 10 points. And then my opponent got pretty close to me, and he honestly didn't do too well on primaries or secondaries because he just didn't have the experience against Tyranids to handle my army. Turn 2, I got Capture Enemy Outpost, Extend Battle Lines, and Cleanse. I dumped Capture Enemy Outpost because I knew I wasn't going to get it. So I went with Extend Battle Lines to retake an objective, and then I cleansed one with a Neurolictor. My Brood Lord and Genestealer squad was wiped out, so I couldn't cleanse 2. Turn 3, got Storm Hostile Objective and Defend Stronghold. I couldn't score Storm Hostile Objectives, I already controlled all of them. And then Defend Stronghold I couldn't get I got Defend Strongholds because it was easy. Turn 4, Bring It Down and No Prisoners was super easy, but he only had 1 Redemptor left on the field, and you can't really do a whole lot. I killed most of his units that were left on the field that turn, and then overwhelming force and behind enemy lines. It was just easy. And then I killed more units than he killed each turn, so I was able to max out primaries super easily. That was game 1. Game 2 was a game that I wasn't too sure about going into because I was going up against the 2-time reigning champion at this tournament, because this was the 4th tournament. Yeah, the 4th one. Somebody won the first one, but the person I went up against, Owens, he was a 2-time in a row champ. So I wasn't too confident going into that game. So starting out, Owens went first. Had some really good deployments, keeping his army from being able to draw a good line of sight with his vehicles, because he had a repulsor executioner, a land speeder with the last cannon, a brutalis dreadnought, a 6-man squad with a chaplain of outriders, and then he had 2 10-man squads of jump packs, one with a jump pack chaplain, the other one with cave on strike. And then he had a Infernus squad in a impulsor that he had moving around. As you can see here, he did really well on secondaries, but he lost out on primaries because I got a really lucky first turn and was able to blow up that repulsor executioner and land speeder turn 1 with 2 maleceptors, and no, 3 maleceptors and 2 exocrines, focusing fire into those things. He also had a 6-man squad of inceptors and deep strike with bolters. He got the jump on me turn 1. That's because we were doing priority targets and the mission that gives you 3 secondaries. This is where everybody was playing tactical. He got bring it down, attempting target, and assassination turn 1, which really was easy for him to get because I had my broodlord out in the front to cover down. He killed a maleceptor at the beginning, and then attempting target, he was on all 3 objectives, so no matter what happened, he got it. I got no prisoners, area denial, and extend battle lines, which was very difficult for turn 1 because I was boxed in, and there wasn't a whole lot I could do since he had more OC on the other objectives that I could get to. Turn 2, he had storm hostile objective, engage in all fronts, investigate signals, which he was able to get storm hostile objectives because one of my objectives had a Neurolictor on it behind a wall, so he just moved his impulsor onto it, which had more OC, so he took it. He had 3 corners for engage. He wasn't in my deployment zone. But then I came back with extend battle lines, deploy teleport homer, capture enemy outpost with my gargoyles doing a rapid ingress on his turn, and me being able to do an advance onto his primary or his home objective with shooting in an advance. So I was able to score a massive 8 points there. Deploy teleport homer was a spore mine, easy 5. Extend battle lines, I had started clearing off things off of objectives, so I started hopping on those, and that's when the game started to turn. But I was very worried because by turn 3 he was at like a 50-point lead, and I was slowly catching up because I think I just hit 40 on turn 2. Turn 4 is where he topped out at 80 or 70 something, and that's when I jumped up past him. Turn 3, he had aerial denial, no prisoners, overwhelming force, defend stronghold. He dumped aerial denials because he knew he couldn't get it. So he focused on killing my gargoyles and ripper swarms and spore mines to get no prisoners, and then overwhelming force. Defend stronghold was easy. And then since I had things on every corner of the board, engage in all fronts was easy, and same with investigate signals is because I dropped ripper swarms in the corners and a spore mine, and then secure no man's land was easy since I already had control over everything there. And then Cleanse, bring it down, defend stronghold. Bring it down was easy for me to get because I killed his impulsor to score the points for that. Defend stronghold was also easy 3. Then I cleansed with a Neurolictor. And this is when things really started to change, just because then he got behind enemy lines, extend battle lines, secure no man's land, and capture enemy outpost. And this is when he had, I think he had 1 unit remaining, maybe 2 units, and they were just jump pack marines, which maleceptors and the exocrines were able to deal with super easily. And then the final turn, he had 1 unit of jump pack marines with cave on strike left, so he was able to get a cleanse on the center objective. But then I was able to get a tempting target assassination behind enemy lines by finishing off that squad. And since I already had things in his deployment zone, easy 15 points right there. And I almost maxed out, but I fell short on one of the primaries, which was either turn 2 or turn 4, just because he was able to just barely put enough OC on certain objectives to where I didn't claim them. Then game 3 was the finals against a really good Eldar player. His last name is Godly. I didn't think I was gonna beat him after the first turn, because he got turn 1 with extend battle lines, a secure no man's land. He was playing Yanari. He had I don't remember what they're called, but they're the ones with the bat wings from Drakari. And then he had some from Eldar that had the like weird jump packs, and they could move all over the place. And then he had 2 fire prisms, a couple Harlequin vehicles that had some Harlequins in them. But he was able to pop 2 haruspexs turn 1 with extend battle lines and secure no man's land. Hurt me a lot, threw my confidence down. I got bring it down at deploy Homer. I deployed Homer in the center with my Broodlord. Got bring it down off of a Harlequin vehicle. Turn 2, he got capture enemy outpost, no prisoners, so he scored 5 there. Couldn't capture my outpost, but he was able to get no prisoners off of more monsters, which really hurt. Turn 2, I got assassination, storm hostile objective, which I was able to get storm hostile objectives because he was controlling some objectives. And then assassination, I just couldn't kill characters because I couldn't get through the chaff fast enough. And turn 3, I guess, is when things really started to make a turns, because I didn't realize, because I was so stressed out. He scored 10 on take and hold, and then I scored 15. I did not realize that's what happened there. Assassination and defense stronghold. He couldn't kill my hive tyrant. It just wasn't going to happen. Defense stronghold was easy 3 for him. Overwhelming force and defense stronghold. We kind of just made a mutual agreement that we both would just score defense stronghold. It's because there's just nothing really either of us could do without dedicating a whole lot to it. And then on the next turn, he was able to score 10 more primary, but I scored another 15, which put me ahead. Which I wasn't expecting to get ahead at that point in the game. He ended up with behind enemy lines and investigate signals. He had 3 units left besides his fire prisms that were doing investigate signals in 2 corners. It was a Altark on jet bike, a lone jump pack dude who could move 12, and then he could shoot and scoot 6 inches, and a Harlequin guy on a bike. I think it was a Skyweaver. So he was able to get 2 objectives that way. Get investigate signals behind enemy lines. He just shoot and scooted that guy into my deployment zone and got those points. And then I had control of 3 objectives, which was the center, 1 on the left, and 1 in my deployment zone. So I scored 15 there. Same with the take and hold, in round 2. It's because he had... I got my maleceptor on there with a lucky charge into some incubi, and he killed those... no, it wasn't incubi, it was... what were they called? Mandrakes. Into some mandrakes, and I killed 4 of them, leaving 1 alive, but maleceptors are OC4, so I OC'd them there. So when it came my turn, I was able to score 15. I got that 15, and then on turn 4, capture enemy outpost, secure no man's land. I had a maleceptor that was all the way towards his deployment zone, and secure no man's land. I had my hive tyrant hidden in a building in the center, had gargoyles on objective on the left. I made a lucky charge into some more mandrakes, and then I used overrun for the first time to get a 6-inch move onto his home objective, giving me capture enemy outpost. And then at that point, he just kind of ran out of steams because he only had 2 fire prisms and an autark on jet bike left on turn 5 with control of no objectives. I gave him 5 points for attempting target just because I didn't want him coming over anywhere near any of my other units with his autark, because that could have easily hurt my investigate signals or my no prisoners, which could have costed me the tournament win. So I let him have attempting target. He got bring it down by killing a exocrine that I had hidden in a corner, and either my maleceptor or hive tyrants, because I couldn't have saved either of them because he still had 2 fire prisms left. So I gave him 7 points for bring it down there, and then on my turn I scored another 15 because I controlled 3. I got no prisoners because I was able to kill a single mandrake that was left alive, and then that 1 model that was in my deployment zone. And since my biovore was still alive, I was able to deploy my final investigate signal in the far corners as he moved his fire prism away from there to kill my exocrine. So I was able to have all 4 corners with spore mines and ripper swarms, scoring me 8 points, jumping me straight to a 99, which put me number 1 overall with 2 people, me being one of them, who were 3-0. But the other one was at 270. I was at 290. And me and him are going to be getting together to have an exhibition match hosted by the tournament organizer of that game to see who is the true number 1. We were both Tyranid players, and both of our lists are drastically different from each other's with Invasion Fleet. So I'm really excited for when that happens, and I'll definitely keep everybody posted. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.